Good afternoon to all of you. In Rajasthan, we had started, in fact, there is a very popular scheme that is Mukhyamantri Jeevan Raksha Kosh. Okay, that is a step beyond, I would say, in the sense that it is a cashless transaction. In fact, all the people who belong to BPL families, they are given health benefits if they are without having to pay anywhere in the authorized hospital. So they go there and they can get their tests conducted, they can have the treatment, prescribed treatment, they can have the medicines, and all this is basically cross-checked with their BPL ID, and then the bills are automatically generated from the hospitals and sent to the department for reimbursement. So the end user is not paying anything. When we are talking about UID-based direct cash transfer, similar kind of systems I am able to foresee. And in my opinion, the foremost requirement for building up such a system is to have the scheme information automated. Because until unless we have the schemes data and the beneficiaries data online, and the processes implemented, the direct cash transfer cannot be enabled. So in fact, one of the challenges which I foresee, in fact, we had the first speaker from UID, so that's really good, and he's here. Aadhaar seeding, in fact, these databases which are ready, how do we populate them with UIDs? So, at the same time, for having a direct cash transfer, it is necessary that the accounts are in position first. Okay. So, in fact, these two challenges I would like maybe during the course of discussion to be answered, that how to do Aadhaar seeding in the existing databases and how to have the accounts created, which of course Government of India is working at a very high level. Once these accounts are created, the mechanism of direct cash transfers also needs to be set up. In fact, here I would like to again refer to one of our softwares which we are using. In Government of Rajasthan, we have implemented integrated financial management system where all transactions from the government are taking place directly to the bank accounts. Okay, there are hardly any checks printed. They are directly being, whether it is salaries or it is payments to the third party or it is basically other vendors' payments, they are all getting credited directly to their accounts. But in that process, we have faced a lot of challenges, and in fact, it involved 7 agency banks only. That is in case of Rajasthan only. Nationally, if we see, there will be many more banks who will be involved. Here, we had to work with 7 agency banks, having 309 branches. So, in fact, there is a data standardization also which needs to be worked out for transfer of the funds between the agency bank and the schemes databases. So, that is another area where we may have to look into. Then the third area, like where we are able to receive the payments and making this service available right at the doorstep. In fact, there is an existing infrastructure of primary agriculture cooperative societies which are also working as a mini bank. But why that structure is not getting exploited is because they are not automated. There is a program of automation of PACS, primary agriculture cooperative societies, through NABARD, and NIC is playing a very important role in that. We have worked out a pseudo core banking solutions, which is a low-cost solution working on the cloud computing, and the PAC needs only a very minimal amount of infrastructure to operate. In fact, but the challenges there are again like implementing it in such a remote area where as of now, of course, NOFN will come up fast, but as of now there is no connectivity, there is no power, and building up these solutions, we have started, in fact, in this year, before March 2013, there is a very ambitious plan that 1,000 PACs in Rajasthan itself will be automated. And they are already working as mini banks, but once automated, every member of that pack will have a account, and they will be available, and through pseudo core banking solution, they will be connected to the main cooperative banks, where anywhere banking will then be possible. So in fact, we can think of at this stage of having UID enabled bank accounts even in the PACs itself, when we are about to start. So that's what I had to say about the initiatives which we are taking in Rajasthan.